A high-stakes war game is underway at Fort Bragg. It started tonight with a dramatic drop from the sky. Greg Barnes is live at Fort Bragg with the rest of the story. Good evening, Greg.
Good evening, Angela. You're going to see some video tonight you haven't seen before. The sounds of war echo across Fort Bragg. At this very hour, thousands of 82nd Airborne soldiers are camped out in the woodline around us here at Sicily Drop Zone for this training exercise. The scenario for these war games, two fictitious countries are threatening each other. The 82nd's called in to parachute in and keep one of those countries from invading the other. The 82nd knows how to go to war. This kind of training, though, makes them better at doing it. Under a moonlit sky, more than 1,000 82nd soldiers jump into action. A training mission that these troops, members of the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, know could easily be a real-world mission.
It helps us prepare what if we actually jump into straight combat. And
that's exactly what 82nd soldiers did 20 years ago this year. In December 1989, Operation Just Cause, Fort Bragg troops parachuted into Panama, taking out Panamanian strongman Manuel Noriega. Then as now, every jump begins like this. Reviewing safety procedures, practicing going out the door, hitting the ground. The hardest part, the soldiers say, carrying the 150 pounds of gear with them.
The hardest part would be just to make it to the airplane. It's not an easy walk, but it's the most dreadful. And, once you get in the airplane, you get to sit down again.
Inside the plane, there's little to do but wait and focus on the mission. This is a joint training exercise that helps commanders coordinate their lines of communication. The troops hone their combat skills. And for some, this is as close to combat as they've come. But as the fighting and violence escalates in Afghanistan, these soldiers know that could easily be their next call of duty.
So I just missed the deployment. But, I expect, if we go over there, I expect casualties.
With most of the 82nd deployed to Afghanistan or Iraq, the 2nd Brigade Combat Team remains here at Fort Bragg as part of a global reaction force. And while other units train for 96-hour deployments, the 82nd says its motto, its mission remains anywhere in the world in 18 hours.
This is 82nd Airborne Division. We are the tip of the spear. So we have to be on call and ready to go at a moment's notice.
And the 82nd says this kind of training helps them guarantee that motto. The training exercise here, these war games, will continue around Fort Bragg through Friday. Reporting live at Fort Bragg, Greg Barnes, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.